Welcome back. I like how he has a backward baseball cap. He's so cool. Was that jiggle physics? Is that what I'm seeing here? Alright, so the three scions have been taken away from us. They're presumably a key to... Oh gosh, we're starting underwater. Presumably a key to something. I guess we're going to find out what that is. It's like a whole little smuggler base. With a waterfall and everything. Oh, we can't jump up on that. It's a little bit too high. Trying to discern where we're supposed to go. I think I can hop up on the boat. No. Actually, the boat has absolutely nothing under the water. That's pretty funny. It's a very buoyant boat. Alright, and we can't actually get up on this thing. So I guess that's not the correct way. quite a bit of cave down that way. It's not 100% obvious what we're going up against here, and we have no... What? We have no weapons? Why do we have no weapons? We always have weapons. I guess they took her guns away from her. Is this a pushy block? This is a push block. Wasn't sure at first. Uh-huh. Well, that's boarded shut. So that's certainly not going to do us any good. And this is a... What does that say? N-A... Nala? Nell? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go back to this room. I wonder if I can pull this. This is not pullable. I don't know if I was supposed to do that, but it worked. Ah, Natla. That's what the thing said. This is also not pullable. So we have found Natla headquarters, I guess. They've put their brand name over everything. Wait, that's it? This is just a little alcove with some bullets. This is not... There's no more. Okay. Well, so much for that. And what didn't even count as a secret. It was just some bullets. Maybe we should try looking underwater a little bit more. There's probably nothing back here. Oh, in fact, it was not even going to let me go there. It's going to push me back. Yeah. Well, that looks like about all that's here. Oops. She was supposed to jump on the boat, obviously. Okay, a view of Lara's ass is not quite what I'm trying to go for. I see. I don't think there's anything I can grab to get up there. Some barrels. And just a bunch of shells. Still have all my health packs. Okay, new idea. What if I push this thing somewhere else? The real question is where to and why am I bothering to do that? I don't know. But it seems like it's the only thing I can interact with. Doesn't seem like I can move it any farther. These walls are really difficult to look at. There's got to be like a hole in the wall somewhere that I just haven't seen because wow, this texture. The only thing I can figure is to like scale this waterfall. As there's clearly a save point. Oh, she cannot stand on top of the boat. Oh, behind the waterfall. Always look behind the waterfall. It's like the first rule of adventure games. So we don't have to go up here. In fact, we can't. All right, back down the waterfall. Time to find the evil plan of the Natla group. Could you imagine being in your house and you wanted to like turn on the lights, so you know, in the kitchen, so you go to the garage, and then, you know, after you turn on the lights in the kitchen from the garage, then you want to turn the lights in the garage, so you go to your neighbor's house. That's like how everything is wired up in the world of Tomb Raider. Like, nothing goes to the thing that it's right next to. There must be like hundreds of miles of copper wire beneath all these tombs. All right. So now we're up here. And I think this is going to be... There we go. Little tunnel under here. Camera. I love how the camera was trying to show me this observation booth or whatever, but it just glitched out and all I could see was like the whatever it's hanging from. Okay. Well, I will take the hint and save. And we have 3 circuit breakers?
No.
No. She just won't even let me. Looks like this level is about getting 3 circuit breakers. Or fuses or something. Switches? You know, for a evil organization that was willing to spend millions of dollars to hire Lara Croft to find these things, their evil base is in real disrepair. What the heck was that? What is... What? Are these like time activated? Why did they go off when they did? They like were not even close to hitting me. Wait, was that right? Was I supposed to do something while I was up there? Wait, what? It reset? It reset. What? Why did it reset? What is happening? There's like... Wait, there's more? There's more boulders up there. Is there an infinite supply of boulders? What is this? Wait. Surely I can jump over that. Oh, that's lava. I have not seen it yet. I want to... Oh, there's a passage behind that rock. Laura always has these interesting death animations. Sorry, Laura. Lara, maybe? Lara? That was less cruel looking than most of them. So now I see why these are going so far ahead of me. So there's actually a passage right there. That seems to be what I'm supposed to be trying to get to. What was that? Yeah, it seems like... Like, I want to say I can probably squeeze through. This game is a little bit funky with some of the collision. But apparently not. Apparently I'm having a little bit of difficulty actually getting into it. Alright, so we'll try it the correct way. So what they want me to do is absolutely book it. And get to the end of that. Well, I think we can manage. Just confirm, there doesn't actually seem to be anything up here. She took, like, tiny bit of damage. Alright, it's a race. That was not what I was trying to do. Nope. Not even close. That was better. Do I have to like double tap square to make her jump? Yes, it's double tap. Nope. See, the only problem is oh, okay. So I can actually come up here. But then I die. Alright. Yeah. The controls are a little bit funky to actually make her jump when you want. It's really, you know, meant for jumping when you hit a ledge. That she's good at. But jumping just like any time from like running, yeah, not so much. Well, I would say we should look around, but it's pretty obvious that this is what we need to do. Man. I like this idea. With the exception that the movement is really awkward. Yeah, so that time the top boulder went first. It's likely based on certain spots that you can trigger. So if I stay right here, okay, no, that's the spot that triggers it. All right. So it seems like I can, in fact, getting a little turned around. Can I climb up this? No. I get pushed off. No. Well, this could end up being a bit of an awkward level. I like my idea of trying to just squeeze my way in here using bad clipping. It looks so close. Look at that. She's almost there. You're almost there, Laura. Just a little bit more. There might be an invisible wall preventing us from actually doing it. It's not just the collision of the object. That lava is like a brick wall too. She like doesn't sink into it. Terrible. This, I'm imagining, is going to be a pretty rough session. The timing puzzles so far have not been too bad, but this is a little bit much. But, I mean, I guess we are nearing the end of the game. So it had to get hard eventually. Alright. I might as well peek around this room. Let's give it a quick once over. See if I can spot any, maybe just like some items or something. Yeah, there's a block, but there doesn't really seem to be any reason to move it. It's like our greatest enemy yet. Some hurdles. Now, is this the way we came? It's a little hard to tell. What the heck am I even looking at? This is not the way we came. This is a conveyor belt? I want to say that's supposed to be a conveyor belt. But to be honest, I'm not sure. Yeah, and there is a red, white, and blue in there. I'm going to say that's a fuse. Oh, there is a locked door. Is this another one that just opens when I walk next to it? Apparently not. Laura, just kind of like reach your arm in there. Laura. Lara. As if saying her name better would make her listen. Well, so that's off limits, obviously. Which means I think that's the way we actually came from, over here. Yeah, this is this thing with the office conveyor belt. Or crane. It's a mobile home. I don't know. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. But one thing's for sure, there is only one puzzle to do, and it is this one. See, and I think that maybe that's what I'm supposed to do, like, get as close as possible. Because we don't really care about the timing of that one. That's not the problem. Problem is, like, right here. Yeah, but she just gets bonked. So... yeah, she really does not like... There we go. Oh, so close. Almost had it. The trick is she has to do exactly 2 footfalls. Otherwise she won't jump. No. There we go. Is the only time in this game that's really been that tight. There's a fuse. I see. That was just in the name of... for fun. I don't think we even had to continue up. We could have just doubled back to here. Now, unfortunately, we didn't flip any switches. Were we supposed to do that? I didn't do anything. I just picked up the fuse. I mean, I guess I'll go put the fuse in. And there's a hole in the wall over there, which we didn't take a look at, but I think it's too high up. Yeah, it is a fuse. It's not really how fuses work. I think this is too steep. She won't climb it. Yep. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if I can do a backflip off of this thing. No. I can't kick off the thing. Well, we know where a second fuse is. Fortunately, I don't know anything else about what to do here. Let's doesn't open. Which like vaguely makes me think maybe there was a switch that I didn't see up behind those rocks. Alright, we're gonna use time travel and go check out those rocks. Was there a switch up here? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not quite like that. No, I don't see any switch. This is just a death trap room, like I thought. There's nothing further here. It's just the fuse. Oh, alright. In that case, we'll time travel back to the present. And we'll keep looking. There's got to be something we're supposed to be doing. Because the second fuse is locked away. Huh. You know, it's like logic would dictate that the switch to control this conveyor belt would be right next to it. But this is Tomb Raider. This is, you know, there's no logic here. It's going to be somewhere completely different. I hate how the camera doesn't really let you look kind of just a little bit down. It like, especially when you're up against a wall, you know, the camera is obeying some physical properties, so it likes to like jam itself up into the ceiling. It doesn't really move, just a little bit at a time if you're next to the wall. Oh well. Still don't see anything there. There's a fuse. All right, I have another idea. That boulder that we said doesn't really matter, maybe it does matter. Maybe there's a switch behind it. It's like my next guess. All right, let's see. I wonder if I can see it. Well, the wall, you know, I can like sort of see the wall past it. And I'm not seeing any switch, but yeah, I mean, I don't see anything. Doesn't look like there's anything on the floor, the ceiling, behind it, the walls, nothing. I'm like turning around? No? It's not like hidden behind this. Alright, teleport back out. I'm a bit at a loss on this one. This game has been holding our hand pretty much the whole time. You know, it's never been that confusing what you're supposed to do. But I have to admit, I'm not really sure.
No.
I agree. No. All right. Conveyor belt is 1. And I feel like that's the exit. I feel like the whole reason we're trying to get these things is to drop this house. Then we can climb up on the house and jump up there. That's the whole point. So we know 1 fuse is on the conveyor belt. Where's the 3rd fuse? Maybe that should be the next question. Because as far as I can tell, we haven't actually found that yet. And there's a save point down there that we haven't been to. So I'm going to go ahead and preemptively say that maybe we should come down here. This appears to be a one-way passage, so yeah, we can't actually get up there. So we're obviously not supposed to come from here. We're supposed to come from somewhere else, and this is where it leads out. And then we're just back here. And there was nothing back here. This was basically a completely dead end. Right? Yeah, this just had this switch. That was it. No. I find it funny you can keep pushing the lever while you're seeing the animation. Okay. I want to go back in the secret room. I doubt there's anything in there. Just Natla. Natla as far as the eye can see. Wait a minute. This Natla is different. Alright. I didn't notice that the first time. I was gonna say, this room didn't play a secret sound. It didn't seem to do anything, so I guess I'm glad I came back to take another look. Oh wait, that's too much. I guess we have to do this. All right. We've moved the cement mixer? Minecart? I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be honest. I mean, I guess it's a minecart, but it looked like it was rotating for some reason. Oh, it's got to be a drill. That's why it's rotating. Even though it doesn't really look like a drill, but yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. You know, on the one hand, I guess I'm glad they took away her weapons, because it makes it very obvious that there's no enemies here. Like, they could have had a level with no enemies and not taken away her guns, but instead they just took them away and said, like, nope, you don't need those. Alright, there's a switch and a path.
Nothing personal.
Oh, God. But we don't have any weapons. What? That's so cruel. Okay, sure. Here's where we were. Just before we redid the Natla stuff. You know, just after I got done praising the game for doing something like good game design wise, removing your weapons because you know there's not going to be any enemies. No, there's enemies. There's in fact a boss. Alright. It's the little things like that which I think prevents this game from being quite as good as it could be. It's not bad, mind you. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I kind of want to see how it ends. I know it's, as they say, the story is not going to be that amazing, considering it's a PlayStation 1 era game. Again, it's more focused on the jumping puzzles, the keys and the locks. But I'm still a little bit curious what they're going to do. What is the big secret of the Scions? It's obviously not mummies. I'm assuming it's like Eternal Life or something. Very Indiana Jones kind of storyline. Alright, this time I am going to save before running in here. So if we go to the right, he comes out and starts shooting. Or maybe it's when we pick up the fuse. The fuse is right in front of us. There he is. We can actually sort of see him between those two rocks. It does make me wonder, do I have a gun somewhere? Okay. I see. Do we have to, like, push him into a pit? Actually, I mean, we haven't had to do anything like that with any enemies in this whole game. But we don't have any weapons.
Ain't nothing personal.
I'm sure there ain't nothing personal. Alright. Oh, he's hitting me anyway. Alright, despite him saying ain't nothing personal, it certainly feels personal. Yeah, he's right there. He doesn't seem to move until I enter a certain distance inside. My best guess is that switch. that somehow that switch is what I need to do. I don't know why. Maybe it raises the lava level? Alright. That was interesting. So you can survive the trip down if you find the right spot.
Ain't nothing personal.
We're just gonna have to keep retrying. And it seems like here is safe.
Ain't nothing personal.
Once I reach that part of the room, he activates.
Ain't nothing personal.
Okay.
Ain't nothing personal.
There's definitely ledges down there. So I'm supposed to go there. Sort of.
Ain't nothing personal.
Ain't nothing personal. Alright. So. Best as I can... Oh, that was a mistake. Best as I can tell,
Ain't nothing personal.
ain't nothing personal. The goal is to come over here. And, well, it was something along those lines. I guess we might not be able to do that jump
Personal.
from where we're standing.
Ain't nothing personal.
Ain't nothing personal.
Ain't nothing personal.
Goodbye, cruel world. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna reload there. Well, the only place I've found that I can
Personal.
get down at all safely is over here. And yet, when I do drop here, that there looked like there was a ledge where I could grab onto.
Ain't nothing personal.
So I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Except for not backwards, I have to do it forwards
Ain't nothing personal.
so that I can actually grab on. So I have to do like so. Nope, not quite.
Ain't nothing personal.
Nope.
Ain't nothing personal.
Nope. 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 Ain't nothing personal. Crap. Yeah, like there's all these ledges. Really gives me the indication that I'm supposed to do something over there with regard to something like this. All right. So I've managed to get onto this thing for the first time. I can't really look around, but I think there's another ledge behind me that can do the same thing. Yeah, which means that's not the ledge I'm supposed to grab.
Personal.
So I actually should do something. Oops, not quite like that.
Ain't nothing personal.
Ain't nothing personal. You can't fool me. There we go. She's just gonna shimmy across rock that's molten. With fingerless gloves on. You're pretty tough. She's a tough lady. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and save there. So that, because we know it's not personal. I don't think we need to be told that again. I'm pretty sure we got the message about how not personal it is. Alright, so there's some platforms out there. Looks like that's where we're supposed to go. But where? Oh, I guess down the lava river. Alright. I can do the lava river. Apparently, I can't do lava river. That was a little bit too steep. We have to do the other one. Oh, this is a fun level design. After we got past the kind of annoying part. There is a push block. I like me some lava exploration. Somehow I think that was a secret. That maybe I was supposed to like push that. Oh my god. Losing track of my saves. I want to see what's behind there. Because I think that's a secret. We've gotten so few secrets. Gotta get some. No. Alright. I want to know what's behind this. Come on. You are so slow, Laura. You almost got crushed. Give me the secret. What is it? I actually don't know if it's even possible for me to get up there. I might just be dead. Or no. Can I do maybe over here? What? Oh, yeah. This way. The weird thing is there's like Uzi clips, but I still don't have an Uzi. Still no weapon to speak of. And I guess that's maybe the way back down if I want to go back to the lava zone. But we don't want to go back to the lava zone. We want to look up here. Okay. Oh, there's a weapon here. It is a shotgun, I think. Yeah, so we have a shotgun. So we technically can fight the bad guy. We can go into the darkness, but I'm just gonna imagine this is just a dead end. I can't imagine there's anything over here. We already found the secret. Well, I'm satisfied with that secret. I wanted a gun so that I can kill the guy who's, not personal. All right. Let's see if we can do this. I know we've only gotten 2 fuses. And that means the switch for activating the conveyor belt is going to be on the other side of this lava flow. There's not a lot of workers' comp available, but people get injured all the time. They should really, call OSHA. Alright, which platform am I supposed to use? I guess the left one. Alright. For once, sliding did not kill me. TNT. Alright, I want to know. Can I kill myself by shooting the TNT? Absolutely not. Can I cannot push or pull the TNT. What a disappointment. You know, they had such a detailed drowning animation of her, like, convulsing. But her burning to death in lava is just... She sort of goes, takes a nap. Some real detail missing towards the end of the game. Huh. There... Is that it? What? Don't tell me there's nothing else here. Or maybe this TNT is different, because it looks a little different than the other ones. And as we learned, if something is a little bit different, then maybe it... No? So... Is there... Ah, there's like a passage here. It's a little bit too tall. That's where, like, being able to pull a box of TNT would be really helpful. But it doesn't seem like I can do that. Guess I should check every box and make sure they're all not pullable. Nope. Nope. It's got to be done. All right. So none of them. So in that case, what can we do? We know there's a switch in the lava area. I guess it's possible that we actually needed to... It's possible that we actually needed to flip that switch before coming down here. There doesn't actually seem to be a way out. Oh no. Oh crap. Alright. So... Alright, so if we're back here, we can go down there and get a gun. But it seems to be a dead end. There's no save points. I get a bad feeling about that. I know, we're getting hit by popcorn. We currently cannot do anything about that. Can't really climb up either. Can't go this way. So it's almost like once you come down here, you are stuck. Is it possible I missed something? Like, I feel like I should have flipped that switch. I don't know why, but let me see. So this is like, so I dropped down, I shimmied over here. It's definitely no going back up. Doesn't seem like. I can go way back here, but I don't know. Well, I feel like I'm missing something in this TNT room. This, I mean, it feels like we made progress, and yet there doesn't seem to be a way forward. And even though Tomb Raider has occasionally messed with me and, you know, done something I wasn't expecting, like have a boss when you didn't actually have any weapons, they still have not ever put you in a position where you cannot get back out. And it seems like I can't get back out of this room. And if I can't get back out, then I'm probably just missing something. Like, that's where I need to go. How do I get there? There's nothing to jump on. And I cannot push these TNTs. This wall looks like it doesn't match the others, but that's just, I think, just bad texturing. Well, I said this level was gonna be awkward, and boy was I right. Is this really just like you're just stuck? You have to kill yourself in the lava? I think that would be the first time. And yet, I've tried jumping there, and it's definitely can't do it. Maybe if I do something like from here. Like a running jump. That's like a maybe. Maybe I'll try to like... Okay. So like maybe a step closer. And turn a little bit to the left. Yeah, just not seeing it. She like puts her arms out maybe a little bit too late. Well, I don't like this level again. I liked it for a brief period when the lava was there, but now I think this is a complete dead end. And we probably have to go backwards. Backwards in time. Alright. I think I'm just going to end this video here. Try to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'll play back up to the second fuse, and we'll continue from there next time. Alright, I'll see you then.